We're going to have a game between George Ranch. We're going to have a game between George Ranch. Sorry about that. Between Foster and Travis. On Saturday night, we will have not video stream, but web radio of the game between George Ranch and Tomas, playing its historic first ever varsity football game. This is brought to you by Texan Hyundai, by the Air Specialist, keeping Houston area families comfortable since 1970. Also by the Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union, educate, partner, serve. And by Republic Harley-Davidson in Stafford, united we ride. We'll be back with the Air Specialist Countdown to First Serve show. We'll have Coach Washington when we return.
At Air Specialists, showing up on time is only the beginning. Every repair, every installation, every connection requires precision. Our specialists never guess, and they never cut corners. From a simple repair to a full system installation, the work is done right the first time. Air
for every step.
On West Belfort, we have the best developmental volleyball program in Fort Bend. We have the high-level training you need.
Message. God bless Texas.
I think we turned the corner with our first district game against Crawford, and so now we're looking to pick up steam and keep rolling.
All right, so I guess it's because of the UIL's realignment. You're in a new district, and I guess you're starting district matches sooner than you otherwise would be, but you did well against Crawford. So what do you think you're going to see from Terry across the net?
Well, we know they lost some key players for them last year, and we picked up a few from JV. So we're looking to really dominate in areas where they're weaker, so they're not having the blockers at the net like they did last year. So we're looking to, move quicker, play the game a little bit faster, and catch us.
All right, I think one of those JV players is recording this interview right now. What's her name?
Samantha Carrizales.
All right, she better do well.
She will.
No pressure though, Samantha. Okay, so first of all, just tell us quickly kind of your resume and other coaching positions you had before you came here to take over for Coach Cavallo, who has departed.
Well, I started at George Ranch. There coaching basketball with Shalisa Pierce. We came over here together, opened up Randle, and from there I've done volleyball, basketball, softball, a little bit of everything, and so played a couple of those in college. So it was just fun to get back to the kids.
All right, so this is the Air Specialist Countdown to First Serve show, and it's the Air Specialist they give you everything you need in the way of heating and cooling.
Oh.
Right now, in this hallway, it's not exactly the coolest, but that's okay. Get it in your home because they have been keeping families comfortable since 1970. Thank you, Coach Washington.
Yes.
Good luck this evening.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Samantha. 18, Raylin Villagomez, and 19, Casey Solomon. The head coach of these Terry Rangers is Miranda Melendez in her 4th year. Her assistants are Miracle Gonzalez and Victoria Turrubiate. Now the varsity squad for the Randle Lions, who are on the left side of the floor. The varsity players are in the black tops. And that is their new head coach, Darlene Washington, whom you just heard on the Air Specialist Countdown to First Serve show. So here is who she has going for her tonight. And one, a tough message that maybe their best offensive attacker is not going to be available for a while. That's why you tune in to the Air Specialist Countdown to First Serve show. Number 1, Samantha Carranza. So here's the deal. When we did that interview with Coach Washington, she, because Samantha was on the JV last year, she called her Carrizales, but it is Samantha Carranza. Number 2, Coco Maupin. 3, Kennedy Laster. 5, Paige Watson. 6, Megan Campos. Number 7, Imani Uko. Number 8, Jerea Robinson. Number 9, Emerson Harold. And if not for an unfortunate injury, perhaps the best attacker, the best outside hitter that Randle has, that would be Madison Chamberlain. She tore her meniscus. So she is not going to be available until the second round of the playoffs. And you know, that is showing great confidence. Her mom gave me that information about the injury and when she's supposed to be back, according to the doctors. So Madison Chamberlain, who was a freshman phenom last year and looking to have a huge sophomore year, well, a little bit of a sidetrack, a setback, but she is going to get back into the lineup eventually, one way or the other. And number 13, Madeline Humphrey. And number 15, Johanna Gaston. Darlene Washington, the head coach. Her assistants are Whitney Grant and Michael Latano. The manager is Egypt Tyler. The teams continue to warm up, and we will take a break and be back with more here on Tuesday Night Volleyball, presented by Texan Hyundai and the Volleyball School. Roger Smith, along with Mia V. Hill, and Les Clary is inside the mothership at VYPE World Headquarters. Don't forget, throughout the season, we're going to have Tuesday Night Volleyball on video every Tuesday until I think the second week of November. And we'll have video stream football every Thursday and every Friday for the next 11 weeks. And on 6 Saturdays, we will have web radio coverage of LCISD Saturday high school football. We'll be right back.
Partner, serve.
At Air Specialists, showing up on time is only the beginning. Every repair, every installation, every connection requires precision. Our specialists never guess, and they never cut corners. From a simple repair to a full system installation, the work is done right the first time, because true comfort isn't built by chance. It's built with experience. Air Specialist, keeping Houston families comfortable since 1970.
All right, welcome back. I think pretty soon we're going to have the Star Spangled Banner and the starting lineups, but there are a couple of things I want to tell you about that you can really take advantage of to get the most out of our great sponsors, great commitment to making sure that we can bring you video stream sports of LCISD high school action, and we can bring it to you absolutely free. You can always watch everything that we present on video stream live or later on the podcast replay. No more pay-per-view. I was determined to say no more pay-per-view ever, and that's what I'm going to say. Now, when it comes to the playoffs, that is beyond our control, and hopefully We'll have a VYPE crew working for you on as many LCISD playoff competitions as possible. But when that goes on the NFHS website, that will be something that requires payment or a subscription, and that, again, is beyond our control. But one thing that you should take advantage of is, hey, I have a feeling that you might be dreaming of a new vehicle. And there are few better values than Hyundai. So go to Texan Hyundai, where they have deals so right, they almost feel wrong. And the thing is, in addition to the great Hyundai deals that you get at Hyundai dealerships all over the great United States, you also have something going for you at Texan Hyundai in Rosenberg, where you make your best deal, and then you tell them, oh, by the way, I watch VYPELCISD.com, or, oh, by the way, I know Roger Smith. Well, guess what? They will knock $1,000 off the price of your new Hyundai. And speaking of new Hyundais,
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
any
the Lions Den.
Palisade that you buy, you get a lifetime warranty on it. It doesn't matter if it is a gas-powered Palisade or if it's a hybrid or if it's all electric. You get lifetime warranty on any new Palisade that you buy from Hyundai. So that's a couple of pretty good deals. In addition to that, we want to tell you about the Air Specialist. Whenever you come to an event that we are broadcasting here on VYPELCISD.com, you will see at least 3 banners throughout the venue, whether it's a football stadium or a gym like this. And we always have a QR code where you can capture that and you can get in touch with the Air Specialist, because you deserve to be comfortable, especially during this brutal Texas summer. And we want to make sure that you are comfortable, and the Air Specialist has been keeping Houston area families comfortable since 1970. And that 1970, that was before that any of these kids were a worried look in their mother's eye or a gleam in their daddy's eye. And, maybe even their parents weren't around in 1970. And now they're going to introduce the Randle Lions girls. And they have really turned out. You can see across the way the huge student body packing the stands. And listen up. Carranza.
Number 2, Coco Mopin. Number 4, Kennedy Laster. Number 5, Paige Watson. Number 6, Megan Campos. Number 7, Imani Ugo. Number 8, Jariah Robinson. Number 9, Emerson Harold. Number 13, Madeline Humphrey. Number 15, Jana Gaston. The Lady Lions are led by head coach Darlene Washington. Let's serve it up.
All right, sorry I had to disappear on you, but I had to make absolutely sure of a couple of pronunciations, because I've been saying Coco Moppin ever since I've been watching her play volleyball, as in Mary Poppins. But the public address announcer said it was Mopin, as in rhymes with open. All right, and then there is Jariah Robinson. I think the PA announcer said Jariah. But we'll just call her Ray. We can call her Ray. Now I'm looking at Mia V. Hill, and she doesn't get that joke. But there was this old commercial for a certain brand of beverage made with hops and malt. which we can't mention on a high school broadcast. The UIL would flag us, maybe even send us to prison. I don't know. We can't say what it was for, but there was this guy that said, you can call me Ray and you can call me Jay, but I'm going to call number 8 for Randle, Ray Robinson. Maybe even Sugar Ray Robinson. All right. So you got the big crowd of students on the other side for Randle, who are just students or student athletes who play other sports. And right here in front of us, we have the sub-varsity girls making a lot of noise, rattling the stands. They are fired up, and wow, if Randle can get attendance like this for every district home match, I think they got a good chance. So Terry wearing the red jersey tops, with the exception of the libero, Alexis Guerra. They will be going from right to left. Heidi Padilla, Scarlett Canales, the aforementioned Alexis Guerra. I'm sorry. Well, Alexis Guerra is on the floor, but it is Liliana Cardenas who is the libero. And there's one more player along the front, Amari Scott in the pink shoes. All right, here we go. Randle, the home team, but they will serve first. And it is Imani Uko, who has a smile that will light up a gym. Very, very friendly. Waiting till the officials give the go-ahead, and they give it. Here we go. And the first point goes to Terry on the serve into the net. We would like to give you more of a 50-yard line seat, so to speak, but by the time we got here, people were already taking up the seats in the middle section. And how about that? Terry returns the favor, a mistake on the serve, so we're at 1-1. Oh, correction. They were good on the serve, and Randle let it go. Okay, sorry about that. 2-0. The Rangers are on top, and serving for them is Scarlett Canales, the lefty. And miscommunication by Randle. They fall behind 3-0 as the ball dropped in between three players, each thinking somebody else was going to go after it. Canales brings it. Maupin keeps it in the air. Now Terry attacking. And that's out. Heidi Padilla going cross court. There's the first point for the Lions. Terry receiving, but up 3-1. Off the bench and ready to serve, Johanna Gaston. From the middle of the baseline. Keeps the feet on the floor while serving. Padilla punches at it. Now here's a big left-handed swing, and it's out. The attempt by Emerson Harold. Mia, is our camera rattling? Yeah, the girls are stomping, and it's kind of shaking up your image there on your device. Sorry about that. I ain't going to tell them to stop stomping, though. Maybe they'll get tired of it. 4-1 Terry trying to add to it. Uko setting it up. Big swing, and that is a winner. Emerson Harold brings it to a 4-2 game. And Randle will get the serve back. Coco Maupin, I have not asked her if her middle name is Chanel. Mishandling of the serve, and it's a 1-point game, 4-3. We've already had 2 volleyball matches for you. I guess you could say 2 episodes of Tuesday Night Volleyball, although one of those Tuesday Night Volleyball episodes was on a Friday. And there is a two-hand tap down by Emerson Harold, and it ties the game up at 4-4. Fulshear defeated Dawson in our debut of the all-new VYPE LCISD video stream, and we were going to broadcast a match between George Ranch and Deer Park, but that one was canceled, so we had to switch back to Fulshear. There's another winner by Harold. She's responsible for the last 3 points. So the second time that we saw Fulshear. Who did they play, Mia? It wasn't Seven Lakes. It was Fort Bend Travis. That's right. And Travis really gave him a rough match. It went 5. One more hit to get it over by Randle. Uko setting it up. The big swing does not get down. Paige Watson's on the floor for Randle. She had a couple of cracks at a kill. Couldn't get it to go down, but wow, look what we have here. It's been 5 straight points for Randle. And they are up by 6-4, and Coco Maupin's service continues. And a sinker ball gets down. Coco is kind of a poker face. She doesn't really get all giddy if she serves an ace. 6 straight points. Canales gets it in the air first. Deja Richardson gets it to go, and that ends the string of 6 straight points. Terry gets within 7-5, and now Samantha Carranza, not Carrizales, is on the floor. By the way, if you like to make memes, I guess you could go back and get a clip of Coach Washington calling her Carrizales. And, well, just don't let Coach Washington see the meme. And another point for Randle to get the serve right back. Off the bench and ready to serve, Madeline Humphrey. Takes a little leap as she makes her serve. And now a poor set. They were trying to get one in position for Padilla, but it was nowhere where she could reach it. And the score is 9-5, and I think it's very appropriate to mention right now the wonderful, great, amazing Dolly Parton, star of the movie 9 to 5 and a hit song with the theme of that movie. So many wonderful memories, so many great collaborations with other singers such as Kenny Rogers. Well, we lost Dolly today, and I just don't think there's going to be anybody who's not at least a little bit sad about losing Dolly Parton. It is now 9-6. Terry served, but blocked one out of bounds, and now another point for Randle to make it 10-6. And they'll get the serve back. And Paige Watson with the pink and blue shoes. Maybe one blue, one pink. She's probably got 2 pair, and she mixes them up. Coming in hot, Canales gets it up in the air. And all they can do is bump it over with Deja Richardson. That one's out. Terry gets the point. They're within 10-7. By the way, these two teams are still together, except in the football district. They are not going to be playing each other in district football games. The UIL realigns every 2 years. There's a winner. Terry gets a kill going cross court, and it's Casey Solomon. There's a beautiful serve on the part of Deja Richardson, and it's now 10-9. So Terry has been up by as many as 3. Now they draw even. They set up the block. Right there in front of it was Scarlett Canales. And timeout is taken by the Randle Lions. We'll be back. Tuesday Night Volleyball presented by Texan Hyundai and the Volleyball School. Welcome back, and during the commercial, the very talented Mia Vigil is able to talk about some things. By the way, we're tied at 10. Great comeback by Terry after losing an early 3-point lead, but now Randle is on top once again. So Mia and I were discussing, she asked me, what is my favorite Dolly Parton movie? And I said Steel Magnolias, and she agreed it is also her favorite. Carranza serves with her team up 11-10. And there's a dual block. It was Imani Uko and Coco Maupin right there at the net. Either one of them would have blocked it, but I think the ball came up short of the net. And Carranza will serve with the Lions up 12-10, and she fires that one, and it just missed. It was almost perfect. Right on the corner, just beyond it, actually. Good call. By the way, we really appreciate the officials. We cannot have any kind of competition. No game, no match, no nothing if we don't have the officials. So thank you, officials, for your dedication. The Texas Association of Sports Officials, TASO. And by the way, we just need more sports for more officials, I should say, for middle school and high school sports. So go to taso.org if you think you could do better than some of the officials that maybe you complain about. This is the longest point of the match so far, and a big swing, and it gets down. That's number 4. And I don't have a number 4 on my roster, so I guess I ought to figure out who that is during the next timeout. (13-11) Randle. Imani Uko serving. Off of Canales, still back beyond the baseline. I think they're going to be able to get it over, and they do. Now a back set. Harold couldn't get it to go down. Terry blocked. Maupin says, I don't think so. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask one of these sub-varsity players who number 4 is. She's probably been moved up to the varsity squad because of Madison Chamberlain's injury. So you watch, and I'll find out who number 4 is. Okay, the mystery is solved. Kennedy Laster, listed as number 3 on the roster, but she's actually wearing number 4. Okay. So there we go. Oh, timeout. We'll take it with them. Sorry. I've been, writing stuff down. We'll be back on Tuesday Night Volleyball.
At Air Specialists, showing up on time is only the beginning. Every repair, every installation, every connection requires precision. Our specialists never guess, and they never cut corners. From a simple repair to a full system installation, the work is done right the first time, because true comfort isn't built by chance. It's built with experience. Air Specialist, keeping Houston families comfortable since 1970.
Randle has a 5-point lead, but you got to get to 25. Momentum can change so quickly in volleyball. There is Laster, bangs it. Great dig by Terry, and Randle still has more work to do. And the left-handed swing gets down. It is Emerson Harold. Terry had the block, but it went sideways and landed on their side, 17-11. And what I think I see over in, what would it be, the northwest corner of the gym, if I'm not mistaken, I think some football players are in after a meal that followed a tough practice, because, tough practices, that's all the Randle Lions football team knows. That's why they are 2-time state finalists and 1-time state champions. Came back on one hit. Harold could not get on top of that one, so Terry's going to be able to return it. Canales through the block and down. Not very often the libero gets to get herself a kill. Well, that's a kill. 17-12. The ball rolls to a photographer on the other side of the floor. Scarlett Canales. Lefty serve. Uko setting up Laster. Goes all the way down to the Terry baseline, but they are able to send it back. Carranza did the dig, and Harold finishes the point. It's 18-12. This is one of these times I really wish we had a 2-camera production, because across the way you've got some athletes that appear to be freshmen and sophomores, all boys beating each other with those thunder sticks, the inflatable things. So you know how it goes. Mia turned the camera over there, and as soon as she did, they stopped doing it. There's another winner, and now they're doing it again. They're doing it again. See? They're beating each other senseless with inflated vinyl tubes. But that's how they bond. That's what boys do. Okay, 19-12, Randle on top. There's the serve from Gaston, and it's out. Brings the score to 19-13. Cardenas to serve. Did I say Cardenas on that kill by the libero? I hope I did. Okay, I was afraid maybe I got the wrong word. Amazing, wrong name. Carranza with an amazing dig to keep everything alive. Terry now with good defense, keeping it alive. And from the middle, they get the winner. No stopping Deja Richardson. And so, it's kind of like a boat race at this point. A 5-point lead every time Randle gets a point. Terry gets one. If Terry gets it within 4, then Randle seems to get the next point to put it back to 5. Uko setting up Moppin, but it wasn't in her wheelhouse. And there's another point for Terry. The scoreboard in here says 19-14. Are we sure that's what it is? I thought maybe it was 19-15. Yeah, that's right. You're right, Mia. As soon as you said, yeah, it's 1915, it changed, and now it's 2015. And Coco is ready to serve it up. The serve of Coco. (20-16). She wasn't pleased with herself on hitting it into the net there. Alani Messer with topspin. Megan Campos is on for Randle, and she had one of her kill attempts denied, but there's a violation, a lift called on Terry, and that brings it to a 5-point advantage again, 21-16. Madeline Humphrey's serve is going to come back. Oh, no, it's not. Terry kind of mishandled it, and it was Casey Solomon who had to go, I don't know, a good 10, 12 feet off the court. Now, Coach Miranda Melendez is out there talking to her players and some friendly correction. In the middle, there's the winner. Deja Richardson, she is certainly a weapon for this Terry team. (22-17). And Padilla will serve. A little bit of an overset by Randle, and now Terry can attack. And a little finesse move by Richardson. Randle is there with the defense. A quick set. Terry was ready for it. And again, it's the libero with the kill, thanks to the friendly bounce on the top of the net. Liliana Cardenas comes up with it. Gets her team within 4, 22-18. And we got a timeout. We'll take it with them. This is Tuesday Night Volleyball. The first home match of the year for Randle, and they lead in the first.
Educate, partner, serve.
Welcome back to the Texan Hyundai broadcast booth. And remember, when you go to a Hyundai dealership, you're going to get a deal that's so right, it almost feels wrong. Remember to go there. Tell them that you've heard about VYPE LCISD and that you watched our video streams. Tell everybody you know my name. All you got to remember is Roger, and they'll knock $1,000 off the price of a new Hyundai. 22-18. Randle trying to finish off game one. Padilla hits it long. She went for the deep kill attempt, and it was out by about 3 feet. 23-18. That serve is good, and that'll make the score 24-18. I don't think the scoreboard operator in this gym realizes that this is game point. Now they do. Okay. Paige Watson serves it. Terry, one more chance to get it over. They do. And a little quick tap that was not expected. Madeline Humphrey with a little flick off the right hand fingertips. Gets it to go down. and it's 25-18. Randle captures game one. We'll take a nice long break and be back on VYPELCISD.com, presented by Texan Hyundai and the Volleyball School.
Specialists, showing up on time is only the beginning. Every repair, every installation, every connection requires precision. Our specialists never guess, and they never cut corners. Because true comfort isn't built by chance. It's built with experience. Air Specialist. Excellent quality at a fair price. Right?
We are the volleyball school with 3 locations: Katy, The Woodlands, and our newest in Richmond on West Belfort. We have the best developmental volleyball program in Fort Bend. We have the high-level training you need to get on the top club and school teams, and you'll have fun doing it. Our Richmond facility is at 18120 West Belfort. Visit thevolleyballschool.com and come train with us.
Air Specialists, showing up on time is only the beginning. Every repair, every installation, every connection requires precision. Our specialists never guess, and they never cut corners. From a simple repair to a full system installation, the work is done right the first time. Because true comfort isn't built by chance. It's built with experience. Air Specialist, keeping Houston families comfortable since 1970.
The team switch ends, and Terry will try to capture game 2 and avoid the possibility of a sweep. So to begin this second game, the Rangers send out Alexis Guerra, Deja Richardson, although Deja may come off for the libero, Liliana Cardenas. You've also got Heidi Padilla, Scarlett Canales, Alani Messer, and Amari Scott. And for Randle to begin this second game, Samantha Carranza, Emerson Harold, Paige Watson, Imani Uko, Coco Maupin, and Jerea Robinson. All right, there is the first serve. It's the left-hander Scarlett Canales, and she gets a point out of it. Lions thought it was going to be out, but it was definitely in. Nobody's arguing the call. Knuckleball serve. Randle handles it. Maupin looked like she was going to take the big swing. She tried to get too cute with it, and it slipped off of her hand out of bounds. 2-0, Terry. Canales with the overspin. Randle is able to keep it up. Maupin swings hard and doesn't get on top of it. It goes long. 3-0. Terry had a 3-0 lead to begin the first game. Fell well behind, got within about 4, during the last 15 points or so. Nice attempt by Carranza, but an even better serve by Canales. 4-0 Terry. Another top spin serve. Randle hasn't been able to really attack yet in this second game. Dug out by Uko. And a tap over by Harold, but with her feet on the floor. Uko with a quick set. Terry couldn't quite handle it. That's a good idea. A veteran player with that idea of just kind of changing the rhythm when you get one of those forever points where it's being touched 3 times on each side of the net repeatedly. Sometimes the quick set is the best move. A little overset by Terry. It does end up being a Randle point. Emerson Harold gets credit for the kill. There was a dig on the Terry side, but it flew over to the scorer's table. And Randle's on the comeback trail, trailing 4-2. Uko wiping the soles of her shoes on the floor. Leaps as she serves. Padilla digs it out. She's going to get it back. Taps it over, but Uko gets it airborne. Carranza, and now Harold missed. Bigger lineup now. Terry makes a change, brings in Deja Richardson, replacing Cardenas. Hi. Harold digs it out. Uko with a back set, and it's a winner by Paige Watson. That gets Randle within 5-3. Substitution. Jerea Robinson is thinking she's not supposed to be coming off, but says, okay, I'll come off. And she's replaced by Kennedy Laster. Dig goes way up near the rafters. Cardenas back on. Bumps it over. In the middle, Maupin. Went right after Cardenas, who dropped to her knees and was almost able to keep it airborne, but it went back behind her and into the stands. Randle's within a point. They won the first game, 25-18. Watson, her serve is going to come back. Padilla in the middle. It is blocked out. Maupin blocked it, and she thought that after she blocked it, it stayed within the boundary, but it didn't. So the point goes to Terry, and it's 6-4. Alani Messer off the bench will serve from the middle of the baseline, wearing the pink and purple shoes. Her serve misses, wide right. And we're back to a 1-point margin. Megan Campos comes on. She's on the front line along with Robinson and Laster. Maupin to serve, keeps her feet on the floor. A lot of air under that. Cardenas going to set it up. There's the swing by Jamie Vela. Randle's going to be able to handle it. A 2-hand tap over. Now Terry setting up the offense again. One more to get it over, and Laster does, but hits it long. Back up to a 2-point edge for Terry, 7-5. Padilla's ready to serve. Campos has it blocked right back into her face, and great defense by Terry. Deja Richardson just plugging up every possible tunnel where the ball could go for a winner. And now the Rangers are up by 3. Padilla sends it deep, and it's out. A break for the Lions gets them within 8-6. Sofia Perez comes on, replacing Padilla. Madeline Humphrey to serve. Right close to our VYPELCISD.com banner, and her serve is good. Messer and Perez both looked at it and thought it was going to fly out, but it stayed in. So Randle one more time is within one. I think they've been within one 5 times already in this second game. Humphrey's serve has a lot of air under it. Now a back set, and Carranza saves it. Uko has it come right back at her. And great relentless pressure put on by Terry, especially Richardson. 9-7, the lead is there. By the way, Coach Miranda Melendez has 3 children. She and her husband, I forgot his name. He had not gotten to the gym when I was chatting with her, but she had a baby last year and was unable to coach for a while, and Miracle Gonzalez filled in for her. There's a winner for Randle as Kennedy Laster gets it off fingertips and down, and now it is 9-8. Randle has tried so many times to grab the lead in this thing, in this second game, I mean. All right, so Jerea Robinson served. And now a quick set, and it works. Madeline Humphrey. Quick thinking and a quick set ties it at 9. Finally, we're tied. And Ray Robinson fires it. Little bit of an overset into the net, but Terry was able to get it back over the net. There's the swing and the winner, Paige Watson. That was elementary, really, Watson. Randle's first lead in this second game. Sugar Ray Robinson. And there's Amari Scott. Can't get it down through the defense. And there's a winner. Robinson pulls it off. Here's to you, Miss Robinson. Timeout called by Terry. It's 11-9. The Lions trying to go up 2-0 on Tuesday Night Volleyball, presented by Texan Hyundai and the Volleyball School.
Educate, partner, serve.
We've had a big crowd on hand here inside the Randle gym. The student body really supporting the Lions. Waiting for the officials' go-ahead. The one who is at floor level is talking with the folks at the scorer's table, and we're all ready to go. Robinson with counterclockwise spin on that serve. Great block and a winner. Campos absolutely denying Amari Scott. Twelve to 9. And that missed the near sideline. 12 to 10. And Terry gets the serve back. Alexis Guerra off the bench, wearing a brace on her left knee. One shoe white and one shoe pink, and one serve that also misses the near sideline. So the teams trade service errors, and it's 13-10. Carranza ready to serve. Comes in hot. Little split-fingered fastball and a tap down by Paige Watson. Carranza fires off the top of the net. Terry does keep it alive. One more hit and executing it, Canales. In the middle, Maupin. The best set she's had tonight, and she crushed it. Look out below, 15-10. That's one of those spikes that just makes you think we might see a wave of momentum that's hard to stop. Robinson did a good job adjusting there on a set that was kind of behind her head. Cardenas. Great job to keep it alive, and it's back on the Terry side one more time. Carranza. Great save. Battle at the net, and Terry wins it. Part Alani Messer, part Amari Scott. A team effort for sure. 15-11. Terry lost its first district match to Tomas. There's a little battle at the net, and it couldn't quite go over. Alani Messer, the last to touch it, and she felt she was shortchanged by a cruel bounce of the ball. 16-11, Randle on top, trying to go up 2-0 in this best out of 5 match. And into the net, Uko's serve, but nothing will dim her smile. Amari Scott ready to hammer this serve. Uh-oh, the ball fell between Maupin and Uko. And the score is 16-13. Knuckleball serve flies out. 17-14. Good luck to all the LCISD football teams, all getting into action in week 1. Thursday, Friday, and in one case, Saturday. Maupin bumps one for Randle. A little back set. Harold fires, but it's long. The score you have 17-15, Mia? Or 17-14? Okay. Messer serves. Nice block. Padilla and Richardson right there together. Impenetrable wall. And it's 17-15. Terry not going away. The serve is out. Back to 18-15. Campos comes on. And Carranza goes to the bench. Maupin serves. Padilla, Canales, and nobody took it after that. Coach Miranda Melendez trying to make sure they just don't repeat that mistake. 19-15 Randle. Maupin serves again near the far sideline. And bad timing there. Unfortunately, Scarlett Canales was setting it up for Richardson, and Richardson did not expect that the set would go so high. She was thinking maybe one of those quick sets with the ball still on its way up. 20-15 Randle. Cardenas sends it over. Maupin a nice save. Campos bumps it over. Wow, this point going on forever. Gaston got it over. Cardenas fires. It's still alive. Harold, wild shot, gets it over the net. In the middle, Maupin digs one out from Richardson. Campos gets it over. I think you could unwrap several sandwiches during this point. Cardenas keeps it alive for Terry. And Harold is denied. But finally, it lands on the Terry side. And finally, a hard-earned point gives Randle a 21-15 edge. Coco Maupin ready to serve again. Padilla, Bella, and Richardson. Fight near the net. Oh, Randle let it drop. Maupin, Uko, and Gaston looking at each other. 21-17. 16. Okay. In the middle, long on the flick of the wrist. Deja Richardson, good idea, just flicked it a little too hard. 22-16. Humphrey will go to the middle of the baseline, which is where she likes to serve. Serves it short and Cardenas digs it out. Big swing Richardson. And a quick set Uko. Richardson saves that. Goes back to Bella. Now Randle attacking. And it's outside the red and white boundary pin on the near side. So that point goes to the Terry Rangers, who get within 22-17. Richardson with the, I'm going to say, fuchsia shoes. And a little flick that works out just nice. I've usually chosen better words. But Imani Uko, I'm not sure that's exactly where she wanted the ball to go, but it did stay within the boundary, and it gives her team a 23-17 lead. Ray Robinson. A little bit of an overset. Randle has a chance to really hammer this one. Uko is denied, and Campos comes up with the winner. An overset by Terry, and all she had to do was just kind of push it forward gently with the fingertips. Excuse me, I've been taking cough drops all night and tried not to cough in your ear. Game point. Quick set. Terry's going to be able to return it, I think. They do. Now a setup for Watson. Terry going to send it back. Now a setup for Uko. Cross court off fingertips. One more hit, and it won't work. And it is Randle's game, 25-17. And they will go for the sweep when we return on Tuesday Night Volleyball, presented by Texan Hyundai and the Volleyball School.
Specialists, showing up on time is only the beginning. Every repair, every installation, every connection requires precision. Our specialists never guess, and they never cut corners. Because true comfort isn't built by chance. It's built with experience. Air Specialist. Excellent quality at a fair price.
By the way, good luck to both the Terry Rangers and the Randle Lions in week 1 of the football season. They're not playing each other. Randle is taking on the South Oak Cliff Golden Bears, the team they beat once in a state championship and lost to once in a state championship. Terrible day for me and everybody who loves Randle. But the thing is, they're playing each other. Two things you need to know. Number one, it's on the VYPE websites. So you can watch Randle on Friday night. I will be broadcasting the game between the Foster Falcons and the Travis Tigers on Friday night video stream on VYPELCISD.com. But the other thing that you need to know about Randle taking on South Oak Cliff is that they're now in different divisions because of the UIL's realignment. Randle is now in Class 5A Division I for the football playoffs, and Oak Cliff remains in 5A Division II, so they will not face each other during the postseason. So the game is going to mean a lot to both teams. All right, you're about to hear a buzzer. Don't be alarmed. All right, so Randle going left to right as they did in the first game, going for the sweep. Coach Darlene Washington really looks like she is happy in her new role. Taking over for Kristen Cavallo, who did a great job with the Randle program. I'm not sure what the Randle girls are trying to do out there, or maybe, let's see. The camera is straight across the floor, so I guess you didn't see what they were doing, but some kind of weird Pete Townsend, you know, if you're a fan of The Who, he would always do that big windmill thing of playing the guitar. So they were kind of doing that. All right, here we go. Game 3 could be the last one. And Amani Uko jumped the gun. She threw the ball up in the air. Had not been given the go-ahead. Now she has it, and there it goes. Total knuckleball serve. And into the net on the first attempt, it's Messer. Terry's kept it competitive. Randle playing without Madison Chamberlain, probably their best offensive attacker, as there's another service winner for Randle. They've had their share of them tonight. 2-0, the Lions are on top. Uko ready to serve. Nicks the top of the net, but Terry handles it. Padilla into the net. And Randle starts fast in game 3, hoping for the sweep. Amani Uko. Well, it's kind of like if you serve hard, kind of like a powerful pitcher in baseball, sometimes the ball is just not going to go where you want it to, but hopefully it will enough times to really help you out. Padilla sends it over. Randle with the defense. Great save over there by Canales. Now it's on the Randle side. And Carranza tries a spike, can't get it to go down. During the Air Specialist Countdown to First Serve show, Coach Darlene Washington was talking about some players that have come up from last year's JV and are making an impact, and I think the one she was thinking about was Samantha Carranza. However, Terry hanging in there as they have throughout this match. 3 straight points to tie it, and here we go. Oh, that's a great idea by Paige Watson. Instead of the big swing with one arm, it was the 2-hand flick toward the corner. Nobody there. 4-3. Randle on top of Terry. Watson serves. And it's good. 2-point lead, 5-3. Somebody loves Paige, and she serves. Padilla setting one up for Jory Blackman into the match for the first time. And in the middle, Coco Maupin hammers one home. But actually, she committed a violation. I think she might have struck the net. Maybe there was a double hit on the Randle side. Yep. Either way, it's 5-4. Terry gets within one, and Cardenas will serve. She throws a fastball when she serves most of the time. Set up for Padilla. Great save, Carranza. Overset into the net, and Carranza sends it over. Now it's on the Terry side, and a set that really wasn't in the hitter's wheelhouse. So the timing was off, and it's now 6-4 Randle. Maupin waits and now serves. Richardson is denied. Great teamwork on the block. Harold, Laster, and Campos. At the right time. Oops. 9-4, and Coco Maupin's serve run continues after the timeout. And it is 10-4, which reminds me of the big CB radio craze of the 70s. where everybody in the country was saying, that's a Big Ten forward, good buddy. There was a movie called Smokey and the Bandit. Great movie. Burt Reynolds, Jackie Gleason. There's a winner for Terry. 10-5. Richardson's been making some awesome plays throughout this match. Randle is, they seem a little bit unsure about their substitution. So now you have Imani Uko talking to the official in the elevated chair over there. Meanwhile, down at the other end of the floor, Alani Messer waiting to serve. All right, so Maupin exited the match for the moment. Carranza, Ugo, and Harold. And Randle has to go way off the floor to handle that one. Now Terry will attack. In the middle, Richardson. Nice save by Gaston. Nice block by Richardson. Padilla punches it. Carranza saves it. Richardson finally ends the point. And it's 10-6. Randle better not start thinking about that sweep. I think it's a little too early for that. Nice bounce. Uko Cardenas tried but couldn't save it. Point to Randle. Makes their lead 11-6. Humphrey will serve for the Lions. Raylin Villagomez, I believe, has come into the match for Terry. Yep, she's in there on the back line. Jamie Vella can't get it to go, and it's a Randle point, 12-6. Another Humphrey serve was kind of difficult to return. Terry's got one more shot to get it over. Richardson does the job. Now a setup and a big swing Laster. And it's a winner. 13-6. And the momentum is most definitely with the Randle Lions. Another one falls in, and the lead grows to 14-6. That's a new cheer this year. She wasn't ready. I like it. Cardenas, I love the way she hustles. She doesn't mind getting bruised up. She'll just save the ball, whatever it takes. There's another winner, Uko. She hit it right at Scarlett Canales. 15-6. Humphrey. Padilla tried to save it, but it flew into the stands, as you see. Now it's a double-digit lead. In fact, that is the first time tonight that at any time in the match, either team has had a double-digit edge. 16-6. Humphrey, wow, that's the ephus serve. You baseball fans know what I'm talking about. Cardenas' spike attempt was blocked. There's a little quick set, but it doesn't get down. And Richardson, another kill. She is keeping Terry competitive in each and every game. So the lead's back down to a single digit. Randle by 9. That's long. Back to a 10-point edge, 17-7. Gaston and Laster come off, so on the floor right now for Randle, Campos, Uko, Watson, Humphrey, Carranza, and the one who just served, Jay Robinson, or Ray Robinson. Uko with creativity makes it 18-7. That's a winner and a beauty. Who else but Richardson? She's a great athlete. But Randle is 7 points away from a sweep. Non-district play has been kind of tough for the Lions this year, but it got them ready for the district games, the ones that count. Here's Terry coming up with a point. Jamie Vella made it happen, and it crawled over the net and fell. Richardson to serve right in front of our VYPE, LCISD.com banner. Remember, you can always go and capture the QR code for the air specialist. There's another winner for Terry. In the middle, Jory Blackman. The denial, the rejection, the I don't think so. So now Terry's within 18-10. Richardson, nice serve. It comes back over in one hit. Now an overset by Terry makes it easy for Campos to bang it down, and then they were able to dig it, but it hit the boundary pin on the far side. So we're at a 19-10 score. By the way, 19-10 was a score by which the Texans beat the Cowboys in their first ever regular season game. Before these girls were even born. Maupin wins the battle at the net. She didn't take it right into Jory Blackman. She kind of slapped it, the ball sideways, and that makes it 20-10. Carranza ready to serve. Comes in hot. Terry does get it over with Cardenas. Set up for Maupin. And it's out. 20-11. See, some fans across the way may be making their way to the exit, hoping to beat the traffic. But as Lenny Kravitz famously sang, it ain't over till it's over. But he kind of stole that from Yogi Berra, who evidently was the first to say it, the Hall of Famer, the catcher for the Yankees. He said things like, Most of the things I said, I never said. He said 90% of baseball is half mental. 21-11. Watson. It's 22-11. 3 points away from a district victory that comes in a sweep. And Namani Uko goes to the middle of the baseline. There goes her serve. And it's overset into the net, 23-11. Uko, a lot of air under that one. One more chance for Terry to get it over. Maupin wanting it back, but it's a big swing for Watson. Now it's back on the Randle side. Carranza. Now Terry in the middle. Jory Blackman hits it long, and we're at match point, 24-11. So Uko just needs uno. Some of the Randle sub-varsity players on their feet. Jory Blackman bumps it up. Now it's on the Randle side. They'll go for the kill. Watson, it is out on the block. The point goes to Randle, and the match is over. It's a sweep. Randle wins it 25-18. 25-17 and 25. Congratulate the Randle Lions on. We invite you to join us next week. We'll have more Tuesday night volleyball, but join us later this week. Thursday night, our first football game of 2026. And it will be the Fulshear Chargers taking on Decaney out of the Spring ISD. Then on Friday night, we'll have the game between the Foster Falcons and the Travis Tigers, and then on Saturday it'll be web radio, not video. On Saturday we will have the Tomas Gators' first ever varsity football game. We hope you can join us as they take on George Ranch. So it'll be LCI